Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm just trying to film you.
I'm not filming you. Look. Some serious Jamaicans down here that were running things. Per square kilometer, London has the most CCTV cameras in the world. Wow. Brixton slasher. His name is Mohammed Noor. All I hear is people speaking Afghani. Kidding me, another BMW? What kind of hood is this? Followed me into the alleyway and then he goes, "You a police officer?" So I know I haven't even started the vlog yet, but guys, the funniest thing, so I just got out of the subway station here and then look. Everyone's just running through here and the workers are all standing there doing nothing right at the end over there. And you could just walk behind somebody, you could push through this. It's the funniest thing ever. The subway's free here. So guys, welcome to Brixton, guys. Apparently, this is the main hood here in London, England. Now, back in the day, they say it was much worse than it is now. Apparently, things have calmed down a lot. Apparently, from what I heard, back in the day, there were some serious Jamaicans down here that were running things. But times have changed, guys. Those older guys, they're all old now. And the younger guys aren't as chaotic as they are, from what people are saying. So the area has cleaned up a lot, and I'm sure a lot of it has to do with gentrification also, not just that the younger guys aren't as crazy as the older guys. So guys, I'm in this area right now. It's a market. I guess it runs every day because I'm here in the middle of the week, and it's here right now. Look, they're selling all sort of house stuff. They sell groceries over here, and it's really busy, guys. There's a Chinese market right over here too, selling some fish. I'm having today, guys, right here, Jamaican cuisine. Not yet, I'm gonna finish my coffee, but I wouldn't mind a patty with some cocoa bread. Right off the bat, I'll tell you, like, ethnically, I'm seeing some ethnically white Englishmen that are like visibly Englishmen, not like the Polish guys or the Eastern European guys. But I'm seeing mostly Caribbean people and Afghanis and Pakistanis. But overall, yeah, you could tell like it's poor in central London, obviously, but it doesn't look too bad. I hear Caribbean music everywhere. Well, Jamaican music. Some sort of patois. I don't know what street I'm on, but the street's actually not bad. Everybody, so listen, I just got off the main road over there. Not because anything was wrong. It just didn't feel really hood. To be honest, it's far away from a hood. But I guess that's because I'm on the main road. I think it's called Brixton Road. I came to Brixton because they say traditionally this is a scary area, this and that, yada yada yada. I went for a walk down the main road. Nothing really. Like, listen, it's not central London looking. It obviously looks like a poor area, but that's it. Like, I don't feel in danger there. Mind you, I'm here in the afternoon. Who knows how it is at night? A lot of places do change at night. But I just spoke to a guy. He's like, listen, the main road is full of CCTV. So for those of you that don't know, outside of Asia, per square kilometer, London has the most CCTV cameras in the world. That being said, guys, I'm gonna start going deeper in because I just spoke to somebody. He's like, the main road is safe. Like, nothing's going on. He's like, but once you go deeper into the actual like housing projects, things could get dangerous, especially closer to night. Look at this rubbish. Wow. Look at the deals you get here in the hood. You get a burger, fries, and a Coke for £7. I just got an English breakfast, so a few eggs and a sausage, some mushrooms, and some beans. What'd I pay for that? £21 I paid right now. So I'm walking inwards now, off the main street. And if this is the hood, God bless the UK, man. You guys got it good. Generally speaking, like, hoods in the UK are nothing compared to those in the Americas, both South America and North America. It's not even comparable with those areas. Why are you giving me the finger?
I'm just trying to film you.
I'm not filming you, I'm filming myself. First Englishman, real Englishman that I see, he has this like glowing thing on his middle finger, and he gave me the finger. I'm like, why are you giving me the finger? He's like, because you're trying to film me. Look, he's giving everybody the finger. Let me walk up to this guy. He's right there, crossing the road. If you guys are from Brixton, you probably know who that guy is. He's just walking, giving everybody the finger. This could have been a whole building, but instead it's for skateboarding. Anyways, guys, in general, the hoods here, you can't really compare them to the hoods from the other side of the water. Like in the South America or North America, they're much more dangerous out there. There's no really regard for life in many of those hoods in comparison to here. And I think the main reason is because gun crime is way less here. Some parts of it are a little bit run down, but that's normal in every like lower income area, no matter what city you go to in this world. So the more I'm walking this way, I'm hearing a lot more Spanish and Portuguese. I wonder if I'm walking the right way, because guys, I've been walking for like almost 10 minutes now, this direction. Still nothing. We'll say like, you have your traditional British buildings here. Like look at this one. It says 1666, but guys, under it, it's all graffiti. And a lot of these places are shut down, which is a sign that you're not in an area that's doing too well. And here is how you know gentrification has begun, guys. This is how I know this area is no longer as hood as people make it sound like. Right here. Right when you see this stuff over here, it's over. Gentrification is coming, guys. It's done. I thought I could walk in here because it looked like government housing, but I just came out and they have this gate over here. We have to put a password to get in. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not housing. I think I'm in a Portuguese area now because all I see is Portuguese flags, Brazilian flags, little espresso shops, and you know, all the pastries and all that. Let me figure out where to go because this is not hood at all. So I just Googled Brixton, UK crime. Look at what it says. Annual total crime rate in your local area is 227 per 1,000 population. This can be rated as 7 out of 10 or high crime level compared to other areas in England and Wales. And then look at the top question that people ask. Is it safe to walk around Brixton at night? It seems like Brixton is still a little bit hood. But right now, guys, I'm here during the day. I told you many times, I don't feel anything. And I think one way to find out how to get closer to the action is check the news. See where all the crime is happening. So let's go to news. Brixton slasher. Who? Slasher. A knifeman armed with a makeshift blade has been jailed for life for a series of slasher attacks on strangers in Brixton. Whoa. So he was slashing people on Stockwell Park Walk in Brixton. That's where we're going. Stock what? Stockwell Park Walk. Let's go. Where is it? All right. We are 5 minutes away. Let's go see where this guy was slashing. It was on this street that the Brixton slasher, his name is Mohammed Noor. He immigrated to the UK in 1993. It was on this street that he walked up to a random girl that was walking. Poor girl, guys. And it's very unfortunate. She didn't make it. And he continued to go on and slash other people in different areas in southern London, which is where we are right now. It's very sad. Like, Mohammed, come on, man. You made it to England. You made it out of your country. England is considered, you know, a land where you have opportunity. You can make money, you could do a bunch of stuff, and you decided to do this. What's wrong with you, man? Come on. It's sad. Rest in peace to that girl and the other victims. But yeah, this is the area. One thing about this area I could say, guys, there's a lot of cameras. Like, there are CCTV cameras everywhere. Like, look, there's one here. There's one right there. There's one there. There's one in that corner. There's one over there. Look, there's 2 over here with 2 under it. And then there's like 3 over there. There is a lot of cameras here. And apparently these are all government housing. But one thing about the UK's government housing, which I'm starting to realize now, you can't really walk into it. Like, everything is gated up. Like, this is one right here that's government housing. You can't really like walk through it. Everything's fenced off and you need a password to get in. So right here I'm going through a street that is in between 2 of the housing projects, and no one's robbed me yet. Like, these guys here even have a little garden. It's not bad, guys. But everybody tells me at nighttime it's a whole different ball game here. It would be cool getting robbed by, like, you guys hear that British bird? Zip it. It would be cool getting robbed by a British guy, you know, like, it's the accent, it attracts you to them. I don't know what it is. The Brits, when they speak, you just want to listen, like you're listening to a documentary. I always imagined what it would be like getting robbed by one of them. Like, what do they say when they rob you? Like, hello, do you reckon emptying out your pockets, mate? Like, how does it really work? I swear, if they come up to me and try to rob me, speaking like that, I'll give them all my money. Just keep talking. Guys, something funny. I found the crazy guy that gave me the finger earlier. Alright, what's this over here, guys? Brixton shooting. Man 22 rushed to hospital after being gunned down on estate. And look at where it is. I highlighted it right there, guys. Officers race to Carrera Close in the Summer Leighton Estate. I found our next destination. Let's go. And guys, I'm back crossing by this market again. All I hear is people speaking Afghani. Don't come here at night looking for trouble and I think you'll be okay. Wednesday, 1:30. Unless they're on a siesta, which I don't think they do that here in London, everything's closed. Okay, sorry, 2 places are open, but everything else is closed. So this is that area where that shooting happened. This guy owns a BMW. I'm not sure if this is public housing or not, but if it is, damn. BMW and public housing? Reminds me of Canada. CCTV in operation. Guys, London's got cameras everywhere. Holy smokes. Imagine if they didn't have cameras, how much crime there would be. Kidding me, another BMW? What kind of hood is this? So right here is the whole government housing project, guys. They have different blocks. And then, this is the street that the guy got shot on. Guys, this is the hood. It's not bad. I'm walking around with the camera. Mind you, this is during the day, not at night, but this is how people are living out here in the hood. In their BMWs and Audis. Dead end road over there, not much going on. I guess they're all 2 floors. This is how you get in. You have a small fence over here, you close that. It's supposed to bring you some safety, I guess. You have another Audi over here. Another Audi over here. Another BMW over here. Damn. What kind of government housing project is this, guys? People are getting shot up here. You guys all drive nice cars. And here is a dead end. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna walk back to that Jamaican restaurant and get myself a patty with some cocoa bread, because I haven't had it in a long time and I love it. Damn guys, so that alleyway that I was just walking through, some guy walked up to me, and you know what's funny? He didn't see me in the alleyway. He saw me walking around, I guess, with the camera, and he followed me into the alleyway. I didn't see anybody around me anyways. He came walking, he's like, yo. I turned around, I'm like, maybe he's talking to somebody else, right? He was talking to me. He's like, who are you looking for? I'm like, nobody. And then he goes, you a police officer? I'm like, no, I'm a YouTuber. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I thought this was the hood. He's like, nah, this isn't the hood. He's like, you sure you're a YouTuber? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's YouTube? So I gave it to him. And he just walked away. But he came up to me to check, like, what are you doing here? Why do you have a camera in your hand? I guess it's not as safe as I made it sound in the beginning. Things could happen, especially if you stand out like I'm not from here. That was it. I took you for a walk through that little complex over there. Things do happen. So I was talking to one of the guys that's doing some work over there. He's like, listen, back then it was way more dangerous. But he said now it's a different type of dangerous. He's like, it's not as dangerous, but the type of dangerous it is now, it's just like young guys that have no respect. They're careless, they're heartless. They have no regard for like elders or just people walking around. Like they're just a little bit heartless. Back then it was more like, if you want to look for problems, you'll find problems type of thing. Guys, I've watched enough Top Boy to know what would have happened if I started talking back to that guy in the middle of his own hood. So I got out of that area quick. Not you, bro. Just the stores, don't worry. Another thing, that guy told me that was working there on that project, he's like, this market, he's like, it used to be completely different back in the day. He's like, they cleaned it up a lot. He said back in the day, it used to be so chaotic and it looked nothing like the way it does right now. He told me it looked completely different before and it's been cleaned up. He said over the decades, the government has done a lot to clean this whole area up. You guys have cocoa bread? Can I have a patty with cocoa bread? What do you have? Is it spicy, the beef? Okay, I'll get beef. Yeah, warm, please. £5, 30 pence, as she said. I got cocoa bread, patty, and a ting. If you guys know Caribbean food, you know what a ting is. I need to find a place to eat this before it starts pouring. Right here, guys. That is a Jamaican patty, cocoa bread, warmed up. Don't forget, you have to get it warmed up. So I'm back here close to my Airbnb, guys. Wow, so that subway coming from Brixton, it has to be the worst sounding subway I've ever heard in my life. It almost sounds like as it's speeding to the next stop, it's scratching against the wall on purpose at high speeds. Like the sound just pierces through your ears and like punches your brain in the face. If I didn't speak to the guys working in the government housing projects over there, and if I didn't get stopped by that guy that lived there and he's like, "Are you the police?" I would have said the famous hood of Brixton is generally safe. Now that being said, guys, I'm actually still going to say it's generally safe because you don't really have any business going to Brixton and going into these projects unless you're either seeing somebody or you're looking for problems. When I was speaking to the guys, they told me, listen, things still happen here more at night than during the day, but as you saw during the day with me just walking by, if I didn't have a camera, he probably wouldn't have said anything, but because I had a camera, he just wanted to make sure I'm all good. So obviously things are still happening. Where I got lucky, guys, he's probably not some like low level thug where he'll rob somebody for $5. He was probably just making sure there isn't something serious going down. Like I'm not taking videos or pictures of things that I shouldn't. Or else, who knows, if he was some low level guy, I probably would have got robbed right there. It's funny because before I was telling you guys I'd love to get robbed by a British guy. I would say the most chaotic part is right when you come off the subway or the tube. Right when you come off the tube. When you come out of there, you walk onto the main road in Brixton and you just get hit with like an army of people. People selling stuff, music blasting loud, graffiti everywhere, like people everywhere, like completely different than other places in London. But that's the most chaotic part. The market's alright. I'm sure you could find some great deals there. And just the main road itself, guys, it is safe. I think there's one more hood. I think it's called Croydon. But apparently it's the exact same thing where like it's getting gentrified and it's not as bad as it used to be. I'm not saying it's perfectly safe right now. Same thing as Brixton. It's not perfectly safe right now, but things used to be much worse back in the day. Let me know what you thought about today's vlog. Are you from Brixton? Have you ever been to Brixton? And those areas that I went to today, are they still considered dangerous? Let me know. Thank you for staying to the end. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye from London.